So students, so ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ನ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್, ಫಿನಾಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಈಥರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್. ಸೊ ನಾ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ನೀವು ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂರು ತರ ಇದೆ: ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ, ಟರ್ಷಿಯರಿ ಅಂತ. ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ನ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ನ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕೀಟೋನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ಸ್ ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಕೀಟೋನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ alcohols into aldehydes or ketones followed by the carboxylic acids. So in alcohol the strong oxidizing agent jotege react. You know that oxidizing agents and reducing agents. Oxidizing agents are the substances which are used to oxidize the others. If you want to oxidize alcohols, you have to make use of oxidizing agent. So oxidizing agents, strong, mild, the different classification madidare. Strong oxidizing agent ಗೆ example KMnO4, acidified KMnO4, alkaline KMnO4 ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಸಿಯಂ ಡೈಕ್ರೋಮೇಟ್, acidified potassium dichromate ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಮೈಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರೋಮಿಯಂ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್, ಕಾಪರ್ at 300 degree centigrade, PCC, pyridinium chlorochromate. So one of the specific oxidizing agent, so used to convert alcohols into aldehydes. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ತರ ನೀವು ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್. ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ಸ್ ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಏಜೆಂಟ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ಮೇಕ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನೀವು ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ, ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಏಜೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So lithium aluminum hydride is one of the strong reducing agent. So mild ಅಥವಾ weak ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ sodium borohydride, hydrogen in platinum, hydrogen in palladium. Hydrogen, especially this hydrogen in palladium, is nothing but Lindlar's catalyst ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So iron in HCl, stannous in HCl, stannous chloride in HCl. These are some of the reducing agents you have. So ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ನೇಮ್ಡ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೈಡ್ರೋಬೋರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ಅನ್ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಯಾವ ಆಲ್ಕೀನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ಕೂಡ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಬೋರೇಷನ್ ಬಳಸ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿನಾಲ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಕ್ಯುಮೀನ್. ಸೊ ರೈಮರ್-ಥೈಮನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಸೊ ಯು ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಫೆಮಿಲಿಯರ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್. ಸೊ ಕೋಲ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್, ವಿಲಿಯಮ್ಸನ್ ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಈಥರ್. So acidity of alcohols, acidity of phenols. Remember, so acidity of alcohol or phenol, anyone, so which is directly proportional to the stability of alkoxide or phenoxide and polarity of the OH. So if you compare the stability of alkoxide and phenoxide, so phenoxide ion is more stable than alkoxide. So because of formation of resonating structure in the phenols, so this phenoxide is more stable. So phenoxide is more stable than alkoxide. Hence phenols are more acidic than alcohols. If you compare alcohols and phenols, which one is more acidic in nature? Phenols are more acidic in nature because phenols can form more stable phenoxide ion rather than alcohols, because alcohols can form highly unstable alkoxide ion. Among those alkoxide ions, primary alkoxide ion is more stable, hence primary alcohol is more acidic than secondary is more acidic than tertiary. So if you go through with the acidity of alcohols and phenols, you may get plenty of problems here. So if you take phenols, so in case of phenols, so stability of phenoxide is more, hence it is more acidic than alcohols. So and if you take substituted phenols like presence of electron donating and electron withdrawing group, so if electron donating group is attached to a phenol, polarity of OH bond decreases, as a result acidity also decreases. If electron withdrawing group is attached to a phenol, then the polarity of the OH bond increases, as a result acidity of phenols also increases. So if you take an example of three compounds, one is phenol, another one is cresols. Cresols are nothing but to the phenol. If methyl group is attached, we can call it as cresol. If CH3 is attached to ortho position, it is orthocresol. If it is attached to meta position, called metacresol. If it is attached to para position, called paracresol. So here methyl group is a electron donating group. So I will take one more example, that is a phenol attached to a electron withdrawing group called NO2. So this is first compound, this is second compound, and this is a third compound. If you compare these three, you just see this is a phenol, no donating or electron withdrawing groups are there. So this is a phenol attached to electron donating group. So it's a phenol attached to electron withdrawing group. So because of presence of electron withdrawing group here, polarity of OH increases, and this is more acidic, and this is the least acidic because electron withdrawing, donating group is attached here. As a result, polarity of OH decreases. As a result, it is least acidic. If you arrange the decreasing order of their acidic nature, so third compound, presence of electron withdrawing group, make it as a more acidic phenol. So intermediate barodu phenol. So least one is second one because of presence of electron donating group. So this is what some discussion regarding acidity of alcohol and phenols. So if you take few more chemical properties of alcohol, so one of the important properties is oxidation or dehydrogenation, both remain same. So if you make oxidation, we have to make use of oxidizing agents like copper at 300 degrees centigrade or chromium oxide CrO3 or PCC. So primary alcohols upon dehydrogenation or oxidation gives aldehyde. Secondary alcohol gives ketone, I told you in the beginning itself. So but tertiary alcohol does not undergo oxidation, so it never undergo dehydrogenation. Instead of that, it undergo dehydration. Removal of water takes place to give alkene. So primary alcohol na strong oxidizing agent jotege react madidre carboxylic acid barutte. So ide carboxylic acid na strong reducing agent jotege react madidre primary alcohol barutte. So apart from that, still we have so many reactions of phenols like electrophilic substitution reaction of phenol. So in case of electrophilic substitution reaction, so we have chlorination, so bromination, nitration, so like that. So bromination of phenol gives two different products in case of polar and non-polar solvents. In case of polar water, it gives 2,4,6-tribromophenol. In case of non-polar carbon disulfide, it gives orthobromophenol or parabromophenol. So in case of nitration also, it gives two different products here. So based on the concentration of the nitric acid. If you make use of concentrated nitric acid, it forms 2,4,6-trinitrophenol called picric acid. So if you make use of dilute nitric acid, it gives orthonitrophenol and paranitrophenol. So I told you very clearly that this orthonitrophenol can form intramolecular hydrogen bond, where hydrogen bond is formed within the molecule and which is highly volatile in nature. Steam, we can call it as steam volatile in nature. And this paranitrophenol can form inter, INTER. So hydrogen bond is formed between two different molecules. So that's why between these two, orthonitrophenol is more acidic than orthonitrophenol is highly volatile than the paranitrophenol. So apart from that, one more important property here, when phenol reacts with phthalic anhydride, acidic anhydride ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ phthalic anhydride ಕೂಡ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. So this is phthalic anhydride. When it reacts with the phenol, it forms a very important indicator called phenolphthalein. So this is the structure of the phenolphthalein. So to this phthalic anhydride, so if you add two phenol one water molecule will be eliminated. So oxygen from here in the para position to hydrogen. So H2 elimination agi nimage so ಎರಡು phenol groups ಇಲ್ಲಿ attach ಆಗಿದೆ. This is what we called as phenolphthalein, one of the important indicator used to find the acidic or basic nature of a compound. So let me go to the questions now. So first question here is the reaction of CO plus H2 plus H2. So this mixture of CO plus 2H2 so is nothing but water gas. So it is a water gas. So this water gas upon reacting with a coupled catalyst called chromium oxide and zinc oxide at 673 Kelvin and 300 atmospheric pressure. So it gives a question mark. That means it's a product is formed here. So the this reaction may be used for the manufacture of So this reaction is used to prepare methyl alcohol in industrial process. So we know that industrial process is quite different from the laboratory method of preparation. In the industrial method of preparation, we are going to prepare any substance in a bulk or large quantity. So this reaction is used to prepare a methyl alcohol with large quantity. When this carbon monoxide so reacts with hydrogen, so in presence of a coupled catalyst called chromium oxide and zinc oxide, and 673 Kelvin of temperature and 300 atmospheric pressure. So 4 hydrogens will be added here. Among them 3 hydrogen is added to carbon, become CH3. 1 hydrogen is added to oxygen, become OH. It becomes CH3OH. Hence the right option here is option D. So in the second question, the total number of isomeric alcohols with formula C4H10O is. So if you write the different structure of that formula C4H10O, you may get different structure, different isomers here. So one is with all the 4 carbons in a straight chain. So another one is, so among 4 carbons, 3 are in a main chain and 1 is in a branch. So one more is, so this is the first one. So this is the second one. So C, and this is the third one. And you can write one more here. So these are the different possible structure of the alcohols with the formula C4H10O. So among them, this is butane 1-ol, this is butane 2-ol. These two are position isomers, whereas this butane 1-ol and 2-methyl propanol. So it is nothing but these two are chain isomers and these two are also chain isomers. So that this shows that alcohols can show chain and position isomerism. Apart from that, alcohols also shows functional isomerism. So that is alcohols are the functional isomers of ether and vice versa. Ethers are the functional isomers of alcohol. So these are the 4 possible isomeric structure of alcohols with formula C4H10O. Hence the number of isomeric structure with formula C4H10O is option D. 4 possible isomeric structures are possible. Next question is the compound which reacts fastest with the Lucas reagent. So at room temperature is. So we know that Lucas reagent. So Lucas reagent is nothing but a mixture of concentrated HCl and anhydrous zinc chloride. So this is what we call as Lucas reagent. So when any alcohol or OH so reacts with Lucas reagent, so it gives respective alkyl halide and water. So formation of this alkyl halide and water, this is obtained in the form of precipitate. So you may get different layers, you may get turbidity here. So this is one of the nucleophilic substitution reaction. I told you in the previous chapter, there is haloalkanes and haloarenes itself. OH minus will be replaced by X minus. So to form this, so OH minus has to go away. So if OH minus is eliminated out here, so carbon will gets a positive charge. So among primary, secondary, tertiary carbocation, which is more stable? Tertiary carbocation is more stable. That's why tertiary alcohol reacts with Lucas reagent immediately, forming a precipitate. Among the given options, where you will be getting a tertiary alcohol, this is butane 1 alcohol 1-ol. So this is what primary. So butane 2-ol. So this is secondary. In the last question, in the second question, I think we written the structure of all these structures now, all these compounds. That is isomeric structure of formula C4H10O. Butane 1-ol, butane 2-ol, 2-methyl propane 1-ol. It is primary. So whereas this 2-methyl propane 2-ol is a tertiary. So that's why this tertiary alcohol gives immediate precipitate with the Lucas reagent. Hence for this question, the correct answer is D. Next question is order of esterification of alcohols. Esterification. So one of the important named reaction also. When an alcohol reacts with carboxylic acid, When an alcohol reacts with carboxylic acid in presence of sulfuric acid, dehydration takes place. So OH minus from the carboxylic acid and H plus from the alcohol is eliminated. So it gives R C double bond O OR. So this is what ester functional group is there. So this formation of this ester can be indicated by a fruity odor, fruity or you can call pleasant odor. So in this reaction, remember, you just see here, so even though carboxylic acid is an acid, it donates OH minus. Actually, the role of acid is it has to donate H plus. Instead of H plus, so this carboxylic acid donating OH minus, forming acyl cation, which is more stable in nature. But alcohol donating H plus, forming RO minus, alkoxide ion. So, and in this given question, he given 4 different options. So, among them order will be there. Which order is the right, the correct one, we have to select that. So, here in case of alcohols, so during esterification, alcohols forming respective alkoxide. If you take primary alcohol, it gives primary alkoxide. So, if you take secondary alcohol, it gives secondary alkoxide, O minus. In case of tertiary alcohol, it gives tertiary alkoxide. So among these, so this is the tertiary alkoxide, this is the secondary alkoxide, and this is the primary alkoxide. You just see in all these 3. So in case of primary, 1 electron donating group is there. In case of secondary, 2 electron donating groups are there. In case of tertiary, 3 electron donating groups are there. In all these alkoxide, oxygen is carrying a negative charge. So because of presence of negative charge, if more number of electron donating groups are there, the magnitude of electron negative charge increases. As a result, stability decreases. So due to the presence of 3 electron donating groups, they donate electrons to the central carbon. So apart from that, this carbon donates electrons to oxygen. As a result, magnitude of, that is overall charge, negative charge on the oxygen increases. So increase in negative charge decreases the stability. So that's why here primary alcohol containing only 1 electron donating group. Actually all these alkoxide ions are unstable, but among these, so primary is more stable than secondary is more stable than tertiary. So that's why order will be, so this one. So primary alcohols are more reactive towards esterification than secondary than tertiary. Which alcohols is less reactive towards esterification? Tertiary alcohol. Why tertiary alcohol is less reactive towards esterification? So during esterification, any alcohol has to form alkoxide. So if you take tertiary alcohol, it gives tertiary alkoxide, which is highly unstable. So that's why tertiary is least reactive, while primary is more reactive towards esterification. So this is the order of alcohols for esterification. So if you see the next question here, a reagent required to convert prop 1 into 1 propanol. So propene or prop 1-ene. So CH3CH double bond CH2. This is what propene. So how do you convert this propene into prop 1-ol? So CH3CH2 CH2 OH. So actually we know that alkenes upon hydration, if you add water, so it becomes alcohol. In water we have 2 parts, H plus and OH minus. So if this is unsymmetrical alkene, according to Markovnikov rule, OH minus will be added to the secondary carbon. So that means carbon containing less number of hydrogen. So here, so if you add water to alkene, so OH minus will be added to the carbon containing less number of hydrogen, forming secondary alcohol. But here we need a primary alcohol. So to prepare primary alcohol using alkene, I told you in the synopsis itself, hydroboration is one of the very important reaction to prepare primary alcohol from the alkene. So here in case of hydroboration, so hydride of boron is used as a catalyst to add water here. Hence, so option A is the right answer. So in the 4th question, option C is the right answer. So next question is, which of the following exhibit highest boiling point? So in case of alcohol, we know that boiling point is directly proportional to number of carbon and boiling point is directly proportional to the directly inversely proportional to the number of branches. So why it directly proportional to carbon? As the number of carbon increases, mass increases. If mass increases, magnitude of van der Waals force increases. If the magnitude of van der Waals force increases, automatically boiling point also increases. That's why boiling point is directly proportional to number of carbons. And second is boiling point is inversely proportional to the number of branches. As the number of branches increases, volume increases. If volume increases, van der Waals force decreases, boiling point also decreases. You just see in the given option. So here in the first option we have ether. If you arrange alcohol and ether and hydrocarbon, so the which one is having more boiling point? Alcohol is having more boiling point than the ether. So that's why ether is the less boiling point. So that's why we don't consider this one. So in case of second one, we have butane. So one whole, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, pentane, one whole. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pentane, two whole. So pent means here also 5 carbons, here also 5 carbons. This is one whole, this is a two whole. It doesn't containing any branch, it containing a branch. So in the option D, 2 branches will be there. So that's why as increasing the number of branches, boiling point decreases among the given options. So option B containing no branches at all, hence its boiling point will be more when compared to the remaining. So hence the correct answer here is B. In the next question, which of the following can work as dehydrating agent? So dehydrating agent means the agent or a chemical substance which is used to remove water, removal of water. So the chemical substance used for the removal of water is called dehydrating agent. So here they given sulfuric acid, one of the important dehydrating agent. You remember alumina and P2O5 is also can act as a dehydrating agent. So they are also used to remove the water molecule from the given organic compounds. Hence why sulfuric acid, alumina and phosphorus pentoxide, all the three can act as dehydrating agent. Hence the correct option here is D. So next question is metacresol. Metacresol on bromination gives. I told you to the phenol, if CH3 group is present, so we can call it as a cresol. So metacresol refers if CH3 is present at the meta position. So this is what we called as metacresol. So here in case of metacresol, so this upon bromination. So this OH group is also donating group and methyl group is also donating group. Both are electron donating groups to the benzene. Hence both OH and CH3 are ring activating groups. Ring activating groups. Because of presence of two ring activating groups, here bromination takes place more faster, and it all the ortho and para positions of this metacresols will be substituted by Br group, and it will be giving like this. So this is what metacresol. So this is ortho and this is para position. All the ortho and para positions are substituted by bromine, so giving this product. So in the given options, option D is having this structure, hence option D is the right answer here. So in the next question, so phenol reacts with chloroform NaOH, it gives salicylaldehyde. You just see this reaction is called Reimer-Tiemann reaction. I told you in the classes also. So in the Reimer-Tiemann reaction, the electrophile involved is anta question ide, nalku option ide. So yavadu correct answer, yav electrophile il nodona. So first we have to take chloroform here. So chloroform, so immediately liberates one H plus and one Cl minus. So as a result, this pair of electron shifts to carbon, forming a neutral electrophile called dichlorocarbene. So this is the electrophile formed in the Reimer-Tiemann reaction. So this electrophile first phenol OH group will be protected first. So how to protect it? By treating with NaOH. So OH group will be protected as ONA. So to this sodium phenoxide, so if you add a CCl2 here, dichlorocarbene, one of the pi bond attacks to this carbon, so forming this structure. So here ONA will be there. So these two double bond remains as it is. So this pi bond is shifted to here. As a result, this carbon gets positive charge. Already one hydrogen will be there on the benzene ring. To this one more group, that is CCl2 with a pair of electron on the carbon is formed with a new bond. So to get this aromatization, so this bond shifts to here and this hydrogen bonded to this carbon, forming this ONA. ಸೊ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ CH ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. CH ನ ನೀವು NaOH ಜೊತೆಗೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 2 chloro groups will be substituted by OH, so giving ONA. So Cl2 become CHOH taken twice. So if you heat this compound, water will be eliminated to give ONA and CHO group. So ಇದನ್ನ ಫೈನಲಿ ಡಿಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರೋ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ONA become OH. So this is what salicylaldehyde. So which electrophile is added here in this reaction? Dichlorocarbene can act as a electrophile in this reaction. Hence in the given option, option B containing dichlorocarbene, hence option B is the right answer. The next question is identify Z in the following reaction. So here they given diethyl ether. So this diethyl ether reacts with hot and concentrated HI. So in case of hot and concentrated HI, reactivity of HI is more. So it gives 2Z and water. So we have to identify what is Z there. So take C2H5O, C2H5. So when it reacts with the hot and concentrated HI, so because of more reactivity of HI, so here both the CO bonds will be so dissociated. So in the first dissociation, here we have to add H. So here we have to add I. Here we have to add H and here we have to add I. So in case of second CO bond dissociation also, here we have to divide H and here we have to add. So it gives this, here we have to add H here. So it gives 2 moles of C2H5I plus water. So that's why in the given option, so sorry, this is what ethyl iodide. So in the given option, option B is the right answer.